Hi, my name is Alexandra Juliana Dow, and this is my presentation for my English 112 class, and my topic is capital punishment. So, for you as an audience, you listeners, I want you to be aware that capital punishment is a means of fair justice and that it should be carried out in every state in the United States. Whether or not you agree with that, that's up to you. I have some questions for you to dwell on throughout this presentation. The first is, do you think the death penalty is fair? Why are more and more people aiming to abolish capital punishment in the United States? And the last one, if execution is unacceptable, what is the alternative? And I know some of you are thinking that the alternative is, well, of course, life imprisonment. But we will discuss that further throughout this presentation. So here's a quote by Nancy Reagan. She said, "I think people would be alive today if there were a death penalty," and she's absolutely right, in my opinion. So here I have some main points for you to think about. Capital punishment provides closure for victims' families and friends, which it does, because take for instance, if your loved one was murdered and there was an option of whether the convicted should be on death row or life imprisonment, what would you pick? How would you feel? What if they got life imprisonment and you just had to sit there knowing that the person that killed the person that you loved is alive? I mean, just think about that. The next one is capital punishment is the answer to murder, which it is, because a life for a life. The next one is the issue on whether capital punishment is fair and just. That is up for everyone to decide whether or not it's fair or just. But in this presentation, I'm trying to get it through that it is fair and just. Now here I have a video of Aileen Wuornos one day before she is executed, and I want you to pay very close attention to what she says in the beginning of this video. I'm only going to play 1 minute of it. Let's see. Excuse me.
With it, but like I said, remember, let them know that I know that the cops knew who I was after Richard Mallory died. I left prints everywhere, and they covered it up. And let me kill the rest of those guys to turn me into a serial killer. I know they did, because I was no professional serial killer or anything. I'm a murderer, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't professional. Did some sloppy work, you know.
How have you prepared yourself for tomorrow morning?
I'm all right with it. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Hey, I was tortured at BCI. They had the intercom on in the room, and they kept lying that it wasn't on, and they were using sonic pressure on my head since 1997.
Now if you would just listen to what she said, she admitted that she done sloppy work and that the cops kept letting her kill these men. 7 men. Obviously, this woman is insane. But her crimes were accounted for and she was executed. Okay, so here I have a chart containing the upcoming execution dates for this year. So here in this chart is name, age, and sex of the convicted, as well as the race and the sex of the victims. The state, the county, and the region is on here as well. And the method of execution, which in this case, all of them is lethal injection, which is now the more predominant one that is used. Here is a man that shows no remorse, none whatsoever for his crimes. This man is Charles Manson, the cult leader of the Manson family. Now, this man was behind many, many murders, but he received life imprisonment. Now just think about this for a moment. Do you think this man should have been put on death row? Or how he is now, life imprisonment? Because this man has been in prison for more than 40 years. He is almost 90 years old, and you, as taxpayers, have been paying for him to sit up in prison for all of his life. And as he is doing many interviews, he's laughed in the faces of everyone because he claims that, oh, you thought you were going to kill me. Sad. Here again we have Aileen Wuornos. She was convicted and executed for her crimes. She was convicted and found guilty of the murder of 7 men, making her the first female serial killer. Now, as we have watched that video, we've already heard what she had to say about this whole situation. But putting it back to Charles Manson, do you think that it was right for her to be executed? Or do you think it was right for him to have life imprisonment? And this one right here goes to show you that death row is not just for men. With my closing thoughts, and the last thing that I have to say is, this is why. Therefore, the death penalty should be carried out in every state. Thank you.